commission at the Adventurers Guild. Today's recommendation which should I choose?
No salutations needed. My exalted status shall not be disclosed as we travel among the common folk. I acknowledge that you are a person of superior ability. Henceforth, you will be my guard. Worry not. Should any danger arise, I shall dispose of it.
Hello there, Traveler and Paimon. Miss Kyuton mentioned you've been running an aquarium. Naturally, I accepted her invitation to come serve as a marine consultant.
Great! With Hedner's Siegeween around, we won't have to worry about the little fishies getting sick.
Since you asked me to look after the animals at the Chevalmoran Film Fantasyland, I've picked up a few tricks of the trade. It turns out looking after animals isn't all that different from caring for patients. But that's the thing. Not all fish are well behaved. So on top of looking after the ones you already have, I have a few ideas for inpatient therapy that I'd like. The word from Officer Siseth is that certain wild fish have been getting unusually aggressive lately. Apparently, they're attacking other creatures, as well as divers and even small boats. I was wondering if we could invite them to once they're here. I can look for a way to cure their something that way.
What a wonderful idea!
All right, I'll give you all the...
you've been bringing back so many fish lately. The aquarium is starting to look like a real ocean habitat.
We're practically pro-fishy fetchers already.
You appear to take great pride in your work.
You betcha. But behind the sense of yeah, that's it.
Why's that?
Paimon's not sure. Oh, that's it. We're missing visitors to come.
You're saying you want to open the aquarium to visitors?
Would that not be okay? If that's the case, just leave everything to us. We'll take care of advertising.
If that's what you want.
Huh? We only get 70%? Oh, right. Of course. Sandroni is the one renting this boat out.
Ugh, you make me sound like some sort of tyrannical landlord. You're putting in the work, so you should get the lion's share. I'm not stingy like Pantalone.
So that means you're giving us the all clear?
Sure, you have my blessing. Just make sure it doesn't get in the way of my research.
Woohoo! The Wingalik Gloop Gloop Thunderwater Fisharium is officially open for business!
Of course, you already thought of a name.
Traveler, Paimon, it's been such a long time.
Fremini! Why are you wearing your diving
Things down there have been a bit hectic lately. There are so many more divers right now, all in a frenzy to salvage sunken cargo. All I can do is try my best to lend a hand. The sooner we finish cleaning up, the sooner these extra divers can go back to their day jobs, and the sooner the seas can go back to their usual peace and quiet.
I see. It must be really hard for you to adapt to all the commotion, huh?
Thanks for your concern, Paimon. It's not all that bad, though. I've actually made a few extra finds. Things like unclaimed jewelry and antiques. Father said that if I salvage any pretty or valuable things, I should bring them here. She said you'd be able to find a use for them.
Huh. Arlecchino sure is thoughtful. If you've got any pretty-looking ornaments that nobody wants anymore, we could use them to decorate the aquarium. Or even better, why don't we go salvaging with you?
Are you sure? I wouldn't want to waste your precious time.
Don't you worry about that. You already said we can keep any ownerless goodies you find. But how can we let you do all the work yourself? Taking the fruits of someone else's labor while we sit here twiddling our thumbs doesn't sit well with Paimon.
In that case, I'll share everything the other divers have told me. Hopefully, that'll help narrow down your search. If you find anything that takes your fancy, feel free to make good use of it. However, some things are wanted by their owners, so if you find one of those, you'll need to return it.
Understood!
Please stay safe and don't stray into unfamiliar waters. If you run into danger, make sure to surface as quickly as it's safe to do so. Traveler, Paimon. Don't worry, I know what's up. It seems that the reason there have been so many divers around lately is because everyone's trying to clear away all the underwater junk. They're trying to get the environment back to normal as quickly as possible. If that's the case, I should really double down on my own efforts to help. If the underwater pollution gets any worse, the colors of the maritime flowers will fade. And that's not all. I don't want to think about all the awful things that might happen.
Let's work together to clean up the sea! Hey, Fremini, we found this pretty awesome looking thingy underwater. We think it might be part of a musical instrument? What do you think?
Sure. Wow. This is really intricate. I've studied a fair few mechanisms, but I've never seen anything this detailed or unique. Looks like it's missing some components, though. You'll need to find the rest if you hope to restore it to working order.
That's alright, we're not in a hurry. Though, Paimon is curious to see what it looks like once we've put it back together.
Alright, I'd better head back down to help with the cleanup. You two enjoy your rest.
We will! Make sure not to work too hard yourself!
Huh? This thing. Did you fish it out of the sea?
We sure did! Do you know what it is?
More than that. I know whose it is. I used to sit in the garden and play this thing every day.
Huh? So, does that mean it's yours?
It was once. It's a mechanical piano that Ellen invented. It can be played by hand, but it also works automatically.
Wow! That's incredible! But why was it...
When Ellen fell ill, he couldn't bear to listen to the piano anymore. So I got rid of it for him. I never thought I'd see it again. I guess whoever ended up with it played it until it broke, but didn't know how to fix it. Of course! Fixing something like this is trivial. The only thing is, it looks to have completely fallen apart. But if you...
Traveler, it seems if the underwater pollution...
Let's work together! Hey, Fremini!
Sure. Wow. This is really intricate. I've studied a fair few mechanisms, but
That's alright!
Alright.
We will!
Huh? This thing. Did you fish it out of the sea?
We sure did!
More than that.
Huh?
So it was once. It's a
Wow!
When Ellen fell ill, I guess whoever ended up with it played it until it broke. But, of course, fixing something like this is trivial. The only thing is, it looks to have completely fallen apart.
Alright! We'll keep an eye out whenever we're underwater. danger.
It means exactly what it says.
Cedrone! You made
Yes, with the intention of keeping any curious cats well away.
What's so special about
It's full of piranhas. Oh, just kidding. Don't tell me you actually believed that. I learned that a few fish in the aquarium are highly territorial and can get rather aggressive. So,
Don't scare Paimon like that! So, this place is like a special quarantine zone for aggro fishies?
exactly. The water in this pool is much deeper and there's a lot more space. It helps calm down the more territorial fish. I also asked Sijuin at the Fortress of Meropede for some special bait to help mellow them out a bit.
Oh, wow! So, you really do care about the fishies' well-being?
I don't think anyone wants to see the aquarium turn into a bloodbath.
That's for sure. Anyway, why don't you leave this to us?
If you insist. When the fish in the pool feel comfortable enough to swim to the surface, it means they're on the mend.
So, once they're all relaxed and happy, we can put them back in the aquarium?
Where you put them is up to you. All I'm responsible for is scooping up the unruly ones and moving them here in the first place.
Understood. But that sign is way too scary. Maybe we can change it for something a little less terrifying?
If you want. There you...
Thank you for all your hard work, Traveler in Paimon. I have a pretty good understanding of our patient's condition now, so I've mixed them up some special melazine medicine. Adding these herbs to the water tank should help calm them down.
So, you're basically turning the whole tank into a giant health spa? Huh! There really is a plan that only you could pull off, Seedwayne!
You're spot on. I'll need to invite a whole variety of different fish here for physical examinations before I can determine exactly what's wrong. I'll put together a list of patients to check based on the characteristics I need. I'd appreciate it if you could keep a close eye out for any fish that meet the criteria.